everyone, I'm Cindy Dara Octavia with my student number A320230018 from 8th class. I'm a student of the English Education Department, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education. This video is part of final project for the tourism course taught by Mr. Fitri Kurniawan. The title of the project is Tourism Crisis Analysis in the End of 2025, Labuan Bajo Boat Tragedy and Bali Quiet Season versus Yogyakarta Shift. The first case is the Labuan Bajo boat tragedy reported by RRI. This incident involved a tourist boat accident that caused serious concern, especially regarding marine tourism safety in Indonesia. Labuan Bajo is one of Indonesia's super priority destinations known for Komodo National Park and marine tourism. However, this tragedy highlights that tourism development must be balanced with strict safety management, not only promotion. This case attracted international attention and raised questions about safety standards, weather monitoring, and operational procedures in tourist boat service. The second case is about the issue of Bali being quiet. While domestic tourists are shifting to Yogyakarta, as reported by Metro TV, although Bali is internationally famous, public perception, especially on social media, suggests that Bali was experiencing a decline in visitors. Meanwhile, Yogyakarta became a popular alternative destination for domestic tourists due to affordability, cultural attraction, and seasonal factors. This case shows how perceptions, media narrative, and destination substitution can influence tourism demand even when official data may say otherwise. The first case is Labuan Bajo boat tragedy. The first root cause is natural and weather conditions. Marine tourism is highly dependent on weather, and sudden change in sea conditions can increase risk if not properly anticipated. The second cause is weak safety management and SOP implementation. There are indications that safety procedures such as passengers limit, life jackets, and emergency protocols were not optimally enforced. The third cause is lack of supervision and regulation enforcement. Although regulation exists, monitoring and strict sanctions for violations are often weak. This creates a gap between policy and practice. The second case is Bali quiet seasons versus Yogyakarta shift. The first case is because is public perception and social media narrative. Viral content about Bali being quiet influenced people's travel decisions even though the situation were not entirely accurate. The second cause is seasonality and weather factors. Rainy season and high humidity reduce travel comfort, especially for a beach-based tourism like Bali. The third cause is destination substitution behavior. Domestic tourists tend to switch to destinations like Yogyakarta, which are more affordable, culturally rich, and suitable for short trips. The impacts on Indonesian tourism. In the short term, this case negatively affect tourist confidence, especially regarding safety and travel comfort. In long term, a repeated incident may damage Indonesian destination's image if not handled properly. For domestic tourists, the impact is more about destination switching. For international tourists, safety issues, especially marine safety, can significantly reduce trust. Overall, both cases weaken trust and safety perception, particularly in marine tourism. Weaknesses in Indonesian tourism. Based on this case, there are several weaknesses. The first is weak safety management and enforcement, poor crisis in communication, limited risk management planning, inconsistent service and operational standards. And then the solution is first, tour and boat operators must strictly follow standards operating procedures, including safety equipment checks. Second, operators should provide regular safety training for crews and guides. Responsibility tour operators and tourism businesses. Local governments should strengthen monitoring and inspections, especially in high-risk tourism areas. Emergency response systems such as SAR coordination must be improved. Local government, port authorities, and destination managers. The government should standardize national safety regulation for tourism activities. Regular safety audits and transparent public communication are essential to maintain trust. Responsibility, Ministry of Tourism and related national agencies. In conclusion, these two cases show that tourism growth must be supported by strong safety system, clear communication, and effective governance. If Indonesia wants sustainable tourism, safety and trust must become top priorities, not only visitor numbers. Thank you for watching.